Hello, welcome. It is Tuesday morning, barely, and I am per usual a little frazzled. This is just my natural state of being, I'm realizing. But one of my kids had a dentist appointment this morning and we forgot about it, and so we had to rush and we were almost late. And then it took forever, and it's like, okay, but my husband was out doing something and we had to switch who was with the child because otherwise I wouldn't be here yet. The appointment was at 9:45. It's 11. They're not home yet. So, I don't know. I feel like I'm always having a stressful, drastically so time. That came out horribly. So that means it's time to write, and I have to get my head in the right space. Hello, Tanya. Welcome. I think I need to refresh this so that it registers. And switch it back to the live chat. Okay, there we go. Okay. No, you're fine, Tanya. I'm just talking about how my morning has been stressful. Welcome, Mateo and Tanya. I am excited to do some drabble writing. I am not even remotely in the right headspace, but you power through. That's the point of having it at a scheduled time. I can't make up excuses. I have to do it. I have too many tabs open. I need to close my revisions so I don't get distracted by them. How are you guys doing? No, I was just saying that I had a bit of a stressful morning because we forgot about a dentist appointment for one of my kids. So my husband was out doing something, and I and the child had to rush to get there in time, and then it took forever to actually get started. And when my husband was done with what he was doing, he had to come and trade places with me so that I could come back home, because otherwise I wouldn't be here yet. They're not home yet. But there's no school today because it is a holiday. No, not a holiday. It's an election day. And a lot of the schools in this area are polling places. So I need to do that after this. I have to go vote. I don't even know what is on the ballot aside from one thing. I can Google this. I have to know how to Google it. Okay, Mateo says I'm probably going to be making breakfast. Breakfast is good. Okay, Restream moved stuff around and now it covers up stuff. I can't. The mute and all of those buttons now cover up when I put stuff on the screen. So that means I can't see what I just put on the screen. So I have to look over here. Okay. Anyway, Mateo said I'm probably going to be making breakfast this sprint, but we'll hopefully write in the next one. That sounds great. Tanya is trying to upload some videos to Google Drive, and that is always a pain. That is very annoying. April, today's the 7th, 2026. Election ballot. Sample ballot. Tell me what I can vote on today. Oh, it's just the one thing. That's all there is. That's why I only knew one thing. Yeah, I know that you guys can see it because those buttons don't show up on your end. They just show up on mine. It's just that Restream changed the way it looks. And now the video takes up more space. So the buttons cover up stuff for me. It's only on my end. But very annoying. Yeah, it's just covering up like part of the video. So when I put up the quotes on the screen, half of it is covered up by back end buttons. It's dumb, and I don't like when they change things. Okay, well, if that is the only thing on the ballot, that simplifies things a lot for me. Hello, Cynthia. Willkommen. Okay, no, I have to close that so I don't get distracted. Okay. What even am I writing today? No, a couple people have already written theirs. Let's see, what are the things? Pull them up. Okay. Today's prompts are smooth river rocks and a frog in your throat. Okay. I got nothing, guys. This isn't abnormal. My brain is just broken. Okay. Okay. That's done. I'm sorry. I'm so frazzled right now. They are whimsical prompts. I like these prompts a lot. Blech, I can't talk. And I don't know. Do I want to go magical with like a literal frog in your throat? Is that too much? I don't know. I don't know how to take that prompt and not have it be like a literal frog in your throat. That would be fun horror. Okay, you say that, and I know that is true. It's not broken, it's neurodivergent, but no, I'm also like, I have been certain that I'm autistic for a while. I am now coming to terms with that part of the reason my brain is always going and doesn't stop, and I like lose track of time and all of those kind of things is I probably also have ADHD, and just the autism shows up more. So that's been different. Um, it often feels like my brain is broken. I know I'm just exaggerating when I say that. I don't actually think that, to be clear. Mateo said, videos take up so much space, I pretty much have to delete the raw footage off my phone when I upload a video to make space for the next video. Yeah, I'm constantly like backing stuff up and transferring stuff. I have some clips I need to transfer now. And I know that like whenever I start using the pocket that my husband got me, I need to get like a thingy, the little thing that has space. The little chip thing that goes in it that stores stuff. Whatever that's called, because I can't think of it right now. I need to get a bigger one of those because I know these things don't have enough actual storage. I don't know. It doesn't say it on there. Yes. Oh my god. Show the thing. Yep. Whoop whoop. And hello, Nina. Welcome. Oh my gosh. You guys had the coolest thing. My brain. Retreat. That's the word I'm looking for. I know you guys will probably be sharing videos soon, but I just wanted to say I'm so excited. I can't wait to see like videos of you guys. All the pictures were so cute. Also, yes, Lore Huntress, thank you, SD card. Ah, thank you. Okay. Yeah, Cynthia says the neurodivergent acceptance phase is such a journey. I know what you mean. I was just also a psych major and love the acceptance therapy model, so I have moments where it comes out. Oh, interesting. I don't think I know much about the acceptance therapy model. That's really cool though, and yes, it is a journey. Um, yeah, I don't know. It's very interesting to go from like most of my early life was like I didn't have a lot of friends. There were a few years there where I didn't have any friends, and I just wandered around the playground on my own, like singing to myself. And looking back now, that's one of those things where it's like, oh, that's it's very obvious in retrospect. But to get from just that being normal to now and being able to see things like that as, you know, that's not neurotypical. Um it's very weird. It's a weird experience. Ah, yes, and this says the retreat looked so fun and heart filling and sweet and warm. Yes. Okay, and Tanya says, I can't wait for the videos by the others. Mine will be a while. That's okay. Leia's here. Welcome. Oh my god, it doesn't want me to click on it to show it. Okay. Well, um, I'm wondering, like, how long until my husband and my youngest actually get back from the dentist. The appointment was at 9:45 and it's 11:15 now, and like they didn't get in until like 40 minutes. No, that can't be right. No, I did my math very wrong there. Like 25 minutes after the actual appointment time. So yeah, if we hadn't switched places, I would not even be home yet. Okay. Okay, let me pull up the thingies again. Okay. Yeah, smooth river rocks, a frog in your throat. Do you guys have any ideas? I'm always curious what thoughts people have. Oh, yeah, I saw that, Leia. You were just at the dentist. I saw that in the server and I was like, hey, I was just there. Okay. Smooth river rocks could be a location. It could be, you can get those and like put them in garden beds or fountains or something because they look really pretty. Mateo has an idea that's very fantasy coded. That's cool. A lot of these would work really well for like a fantasy or yeah, Cynthia, a fairy tale. Um, Frogs are very fairy tale coded. Hmm. And I really like the frog in your throat prompt because of how you can take it literally or you can take it metaphorically, how the phrase is actually used. Is there already a cat at my door? Oh my god. Lore says smooth river rocks could be a form of currency. Ooh, that's really cool. We should have. Oh. I found two cats. There's not normally two cats outside my door at once. Hey, pretty girl. Oh, you needed an invitation. Yeah. Hi, baby. Okay. Gambit says hi. The other one is Two-Face. She's smelling a lamp. Yeah, normally there's only one cat when I open my door. Hey, yo. Okay, two cats for the price of one. You say that, and yet I feel like that's misleading. Hi. Yeah, you don't like when I talk to people that aren't you. Okay. Let's see. Cat. You're making the camera move. Silly kitty. You're a silly kitty too. Yes, you are. Two-Face is in her nuzzling stage, so she has to rub her face on everything. Two cats for the price of four. Is that more or less accurate? Honestly, I don't know. Like, is two for one is generally considered a good thing, but they're cats, so that feels misleading. She found a box. Two for the price of annoying feels the most accurate, but that doesn't actually make sense. Okay, I think we need to do a sprint before I go insane. Hi, kitty. Yes, I love you. You're going to be very annoying while I'm trying to write. I don't know. All my thoughts right now are, what if there was a little frog in your throat? And that sounds horrible. And I don't know if that's actually sparking anything or just sounds painful. Okay. Yep, let's do some writing. Mateo gets some breakfast. Breakfast is good. And yeah, I'll see you guys in 30. welcome back. Let's switch this back over. Let's see, Alex popped in. I can't stay and write, but I wanted to at least say hi to everyone while I'm on lunch. Excited to see everyone's drabbles. Miley says a riot. Yeah, I'm excited to actually read it. And I can chill through the break at least. Welcome, Alex. Oh, I have 103 words on this, so I need to cut 3 more words. Oh, I can cut that word. How did everybody's sprints go? Okay, I think I just got it down to 99. Now I need 1 more word. Eastern Bank. That word. Nope, that's still 99. I rearranged stuff. Okay. Let's see. Nina says I struggled with Google Drive trying to upload stuff. Hi, that's my knuckle. Yes, I love you too. Cynthia says, unfortunately, I'm doing work, but hopefully drabbling in the next one. That's exciting. Work is fine. Doing a little bit of work is fine. Okay. How do I add cat? What word do I add? Where? I want to be more specific there. Let's see. Leia says, I was very productive, but no writing. That's okay. Productive is good. Leia edited a video, and fixed some stuff. And yeah, Tanya was also working on uploading stuff to Google Drive. Hi, Kat. Do you want out now? Yeah, there are other people here. Yeah. I don't know why you came in anyway. Gambit at least came for cuddles. Two-Face just came in to check stuff out. Okay. I need 1 more word. Cat, help me. Okay, I can add a word there. That works. Okay, I guess this is done then. It probably could use another read through. Before it is finalized, but it is done enough. Okay, I did not go in a fantastical route at all, which I don't know, I'm a little bit disappointed because I kind of wanted to, but this is just kind of what came out when I started writing, so it is what it is. Okay, Mateo, finish making breakfast. Hey, making breakfast is a very important task. Okay. All right, let's just read this then. This river raised you. In spring, you climbed its trees and chased its butterflies. In summer, you trailed lizards along its craggy edge and picked wildflower bouquets from the field bordering its eastern bank. In autumn, you used the dry season to crawl on and over and between its rocks, smoothed by time and strong currents. In winter, you wound between its barren trees and empty bed, following deer tracks in the snow. Now, the riverbed is nearly dry in late spring. This once majestic waterway has been reduced to a mere trickle, and your throat aches at the thought. Yeah, no, I just went depressing, apparently. Um, um, I do think between its barren trees and empty bed doesn't make sense. I need a different preposition there. Probably along or through. Um, Down also works. That then means I'm one over, which is fine. I That's fixable. Okay, it's certainly not the best drabble that I've done, but I'm pretty happy with it. It is just kind of sad. Um, I don't know. I was very much, yeah. This one. Alex said, "I live by so many rivers, so the imagery is really nostalgic for me." That was exactly what I was going for. Very much thinking of spaces around here and growing up playing in the streams and in the fields and the forests. And then make it sad. Thank you guys. Yes, it always hits different when you're getting to read it, like actually seeing it, as opposed to hearing it. It's maybe that's just my auditory delay though. I don't like it. I need to mess with some prepositions, but otherwise I'm pretty happy with that. Hi Gambit, how are you? You're so right, Cynthia. You get me. When in doubt, make it sad. Yes. That's just legitimately correct. Hi Cat. Stare at them. Hmm. Oh no. Okay. Apparently I had a quick connection issue. Why would I want that? And it refreshed things. Yes, Alex said me with poetry. Yes, absolutely. I don't. I Poetry especially. I don't write a lot of poetry, but so much of what I write just winds up being very sad. I don't know why. It's just what works. I love the angst. Hi, kitty. Yes, being wistful. That's another good way to describe it. We can always make some time to be wistful. Cat, what are you doing? He doesn't know what he's doing. It's not food time for like 2 hours. Leia's cuddling a kitty. Ah, I'm jealous. I have a cat right here and I'm still jealous. Oh, Cynthia says, I'm trying to write poems this month for the US National Poetry Month. And I'm quickly learning I automatically write about the same few subjects. That's fair. I feel like doing the drabbles has kind of gotten me to realize that too. I think the next time we do a challenge month, I'm going to pick like a genre that I want to try to write all of them, practicing something more specific. Oh, apparently it cut out again. That's no good. So yeah, in February I mostly focused on writing in second person, and obviously I don't think I need to intentionally focus on that anymore. So I'm thinking for the June drabble month, I might try to write everything in like fantasy or something like that. Either fantasy or horror. I'm not sure which would be better. That depends on where I'm at with my Red Riding Hood story, because I will hopefully be working on that after I finish my revisions, because then that book will need a break. I don't know. It's not, nothing is set in stone. It's messy. Yeah, pulling some of the prompts in to try and broaden your horizons. That makes sense. But they do all wind up being wistful. That makes sense. Alex says it's just a nice way to process difficult emotions. I think that's why the sadness can leak out as a habit. A very relatable habit. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, hopefully it's behaving okay now. Oh my gosh. Yes, we need some Scooby Doo in here. Oh my gosh, thank you, Mateo. That's so sweet. Um, I I am so self conscious. Doing the drabbles and sharing the drabbles has been very helpful for that. Um, but oh gosh, that was a rough draft, but it was a very clean rough draft. Most of my rough drafts are not that clean. So that was the only reason I felt comfortable sharing it at all. And no, I'm sitting there listening to Miley read it, and it's like, this is both really, really fucking cool and also absolutely terrifying. And I'm like listening in to like all of these moments where I'm like, oh, that was really cliche. And I need to figure out, do more research about Victorian time period stuff to figure out what actually needs to be happening in this conversation. There was just so much where it's like, this is very generic because it's a rough draft and I don't know like what the final version will be yet. I'm not there yet. So it was just, it was very weird. It was surreal. And I both enjoyed it and did not enjoy it at the same time. But I, I'm glad you guys liked it. It was nerve wracking. Yes, I love historical horror, but it requires a lot of research, and I've done a lot of research, but not enough. There's so much more, and I have so many books that I still need to read. And I have this really cool book that's like London maps of London, like Victorian maps of London, and it's so cool. Um, I'm gonna have to like legitimately study that so that I can be able to implement it into things. I have to decide like where her grandmother lives and where her family home is and map out where things actually take place. I'm excited about that. Yeah, Cynthia says, I had the same experience when I sent my first Storytime story. It was the first chapter of my cozy fantasy, and the experience made me sweat. Yep. Yeah, one of my main goals. Oh, hi, Kat. One of my main goals for Kat, you're right in the way. Oh, shithead. One of my main goals for this year is I want to actually submit something for my speculative fiction group to critique. And like that is absolutely terrifying. Like this was a lot better because it's over the internet. I'm not literally watching Miley read it out loud. And there's nobody else. Like I don't get to look at anyone. I can to an extent like dissociate and pretend it's not my story. But yeah, if we actually do the critique thing, then we all sit in a circle and one person, thankfully not me, because that's not happening, will be like sitting in a circle and one person will be reading it and then we pause every once in a while to talk over notes and stuff. And like it's a very chill thing. I've really enjoyed critiquing other people's stuff like that, but I am absolutely terrified. And I need to have something that I'm ready to get critiqued first. But yeah, I have to do that sometime this year. I don't know how. I don't know how I will be able to take in any of the critiques because I will be freaking out inside. It's yeah. And yeah, it definitely does get easier for sure. Yeah, anytime you write historical, there's so much research involved in it. It's crazy. It's really hard. Unless you're being like super whatever the word is, anachronistic, then that gives you a little more leeway. And like I'm fine with a little bit of anachronism, but I don't know, not really for this project. I really want the Red Riding Hood one to be as historically accurate as possible, but also it's, dark fantasy horror. They're werewolves and shit. So as realistic as it can be. Oh my gosh. Okay, Mateo says, I was looking at everybody very closely because I was like, is this Jack the Ripper? Is this Jack the Ripper? Because, some people speculate Jack the Ripper was a woman. Yes. Yeah. There's so much speculation. Like, I call this my Red Riding Hood meets Jack the Ripper because that is exactly the type of vibe that I want, but it's not going to be explicitly Jack the Ripper. So calling it that is a little confusing, but it's an easy shorthand to get across the type of character it is. But yeah, that's a lot of what is going to be the difficult part is trying to make sure that everyone is equally suspicious, because I already know who it is, and I know that to an extent I will in the rough draft be writing that in more. And then I'm also like still speculating of like she has at least one romantic interest in this, but I know there's going to be another, and I'm like, okay, I have two potential characters that it could be, and one of them is my favorite, but also what if it were the girl, because that honestly feels more thematically on point, and I don't know what I'm going to choose. Anyway. Oh, I still need to watch The Witch. It looks good though. Oh my gosh. Okay, Mateo says, I was so nervous to share the intro to Project Monarch Medallion. I always feel like my writing is amateurish. I am so sorry that I missed it. I wasn't able to get there right at 9, so I wasn't able to actually hear yours. Yours is the only one I missed that day. I was very sad. Oh yeah, Alex, that's always anytime I write a character who is so obviously different from myself, I get really nervous about that. But I also care very deeply about like including all types of people. So that makes it extra tough. Like my my one YA romance that I've written that I don't really talk about because I will never write YA or like romance as the main genre ever again because I don't like it. But I enjoy that book, but it's whatever. Anyway, one of my main characters is I think she's half Korean. I don't remember if she's like fully Korean or half Korean. I don't remember. I wrote that book in 2019. I don't think I've looked at it again. So like you do so much research and you do the best that you can, and then you just hope, because there's only so much you can do to write from a perspective that you just don't have. Is really hard. And yes, okay. I can solve this if I pull up my library. No, not 2 W's, 2 V's. Because that's probably how it is in the system. Yes. Okay. Cat, you're blocking the screen again. Okay. I have put a hold on it at my library, so now I will actually watch it. Okay, Alex says the director went crazy with historical realism. It's a vibe and a half. That sounds so fun. Okay, and Cynthia said, yeah, I watched a YouTube video about his own personal criticism, and wow, he was detail oriented, which definitely served the film. Oh, yeah, that sounds awesome. Oh, okay, Mateo. I mean, either way, I still missed it because I'm trying to remember the one on Thursday night, that story time. I was helping my oldest with his English paper, and it was not going well. because he's super autistic, and drawing conclusions is hard, and that was basically all that he had to do for it. So he was really struggling, and I was half listening to the story time and like while he was working on stuff, and then I was trying to guide him and help him think critically, because that's really tough for him. So if I was even there when Miley read that, I don't remember. What? He's making a werewolf movie next. Can't remember, but I'm a big fan of his work. Okay. Oh, and you also shared the Secret Santa story. I'm extra sad I missed that. When sharing stuff with Miley, I totally forgot about the Secret Santa thing, and it's like, oh, I probably could have had her read that too. That was an option. I didn't even think of it. This stupid cat. Okay, now we're talking about the lighthouse. I don't even know. Somewhere in here. Okay, that one. Hypnotic and hallucinatory tale of two lighthouse keepers in the 1890s. Oh, interesting. Huh. That sounds fascinating. Cat, I'm moving you. You're annoying. I'm trying to recall if I've actually seen anything of his. But I generally love that vibe. I've only been like legitimately watching more horror movies the past couple years, and it was like a very intentional thing. So many of the main like big horror movies I had never actually seen, because I thought, no, I don't actually like horror. It's gory and gross and whatever. But then like Scream is one of my favorite movies. So I don't know. I just had a misunderstanding of what horror actually was. So there are a lot of them, like The Witch, that I have just not gotten around to. It has been like I'm slowly accumulating things to watch. Okay, Leia asked for next sprint, should I drabble or journal? Ooh, both are good. I should probably journal because I haven't started my journal thing yet at all. Oh, Mateo, that is a great idea, actually sharing some of the intros. For my first few books, I have the first couple chapters like just free on my website. That's I really, both as a reader and a creator, appreciate that openness about what it actually is. Okay, and Alex says Lighthouse was a couple of great performances, but the script was not as good. Oh my gosh. I loved Nosferatu. It was so good. I'm just I got to see it in theaters and I was so happy. Okay, Cynthia said, last October I decided to watch a different horror movie every morning before work while I was waiting for my draft to sit. That's crazy. That's such a fun way to do it. I feel like I wouldn't get anything done if I did it that early in the morning. I don't know. Um, yeah, my thing is I am a scaredy cat, so if it's too creepy, then I need my husband or somebody else to be there watching it with me. So there have been a few where there've been a couple where I like started to watch it and then I was like, nope, he's at work. I can't do this right now. I have to watch it with him tomorrow when he's off. Um, uh, but then there have been plenty that I like, especially classic ones that I was able to watch by myself. What's what's the Michael Myers one? Is that one Halloween or is that a different one? Either way, the Michael Myers one I watched by myself and I was like, this isn't scary at all. Um, but Jamie Lee Curtis was so young. It was crazy. I don't think I've ever seen her in such an old role before. Anyway. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I have been trying to find a lot of the classics and it's hard. Right now, ones we have checked out from the library that I still need to watch, we've got The Evil Dead. I'm very excited about that one because the main actor, I adore him. Bruce Campbell. And then we also have X, which I watched the prequel already, and that was a trip. Not scary, but it was a lot. So I'm expecting similar stuff here. What else do we have? Oh, crap. The third. Um, we watched Nope. We watched the first one. We have the second one checked out. What is it? I can't remember. We watched Get Out was the first one. We watched that. That was so good. Nope was also fantastic. I loved it. So I have very high expectations for this one, and I can't think of the name. But I'm what is it? Oh, it's Us. I think like half of the ones we have checked out right now are like single word titles, and somehow that makes it harder to remember them. Anyway. Okay, Alex said, I find elements of horror is so many other genres. I'll be hearing someone else's story and be like, it seems a little spooky for fantasy. Okay, but like fantasy horror. No, my favorite horrors are ones that like lean into more speculative stuff. Like I love sci-fi horror, and most of the time those aren't super scary. Like Alien, not that scary, but it's still horror, and it's amazing. One of my favorites forever. Oh, Mateo says, for some reason I like horror novels, but not horror movies. I mean, there are probably a few different reasons for that. Like, I definitely appreciate being able to, like, it's less about jump scares and more about other aspects. I don't know. I do definitely prefer novels, but if you're wanting to explore a genre quickly, doing the movies is a lot easier. It takes a lot less time. Oh, what am I reading right now? Right now, I am listening to Spoiled Milk, and it's a horror set in a girls' boarding school. It is not YA, which thank goodness, because I can only do so much YA. It's fantastic. I would highly recommend. It is not at this point explicitly sapphic, but the vibes. Well, okay, no, it is, but not with the main character. It's a background sapphic relationship. Um, But the vibes are there. The vibes are very strong. I need these two girls to kiss. And also, they both wanted to kiss the girl who is now dead, who died at the beginning. They wanted to kiss her so bad. I'm pretty sure everyone wanted to kiss her. Anyway, this book is so good. I'm like 60% of the way through it right now. I love it. I highly recommend it. Okay. And Cynthia said, that's my brand of crazy. I was getting used to waking up at 6. I didn't have to work until 9, so that's what I did. Okay. Yeah, that's fair. And yes, watching them during the day makes it a lot better. Unfortunately, my main watch time is after the kids are in bed, at which point it is dark. And so many horror movies are so dark that you have to watch them in the dark. You have to have like blackout curtains or something of that nature. It's frustrating. That's also just movies in general, though, not just horror movies. Hi, Kat. I don't know what you want from me. Cutie. Oh, I'm still a scaredy cat, Leia. That's fine. This is like genuinely, I need someone there to squeeze. Ooh. Okay, Alex said X is my favorite series for sure. A love letter to horror movies. I really enjoyed the prequel, which was Her Name, and my brain doesn't work, so. And yes, thank you, Mateo. Us is the other movie. And yeah, the single word titles get lost. Oh my gosh, it is annoying to Google. It really is. Oh my gosh. Eventually I'll probably read that. I still have not read any actual Stephen King books aside from his writing memoir. Oh my gosh. So far, Cynthia, I think you would really, really like it. It's I'm having such a good time. I started it Sunday, and I've just been reading it every chance that I can get, and it's so good. And yes, I need them to kiss. It's really important. The audiobook is the person who's narrating it is British. And so one of the main characters is named Evelyn, but she says her name Evelyn. And I'm just like, I didn't know it could be pronounced like that. That's crazy. But I love her. She's my favorite character. Oh my gosh. Pearl. Yes. Thank you. I was thinking to start with a P, but that's all I had. Yeah, no, that one was really fun. I enjoyed it a lot. Mia Goth, is that the right last name? I don't know. Anyway, she did fantastic in it, and so I'm excited to see her in X. I need to actually sit down and watch it. I've been struggling with that lately because I've been really tired by the time the kids go to bed. So then I have lost my time that I could watch movies. Okay, and Alex said, I love a horror movie alone, but I also actively wish to be haunted. Oh my gosh. Yes, those are all of them. Pearl is the only one I've seen, but it is it's a prequel, so you can watch it out of order. Oh, that's a good point, Mateo. I hadn't thought of that, but that makes a lot of sense. Um, Culture is definitely a big part of what type of horror movies work for you. I love paranormal ones, but I don't have that. That makes sense. Okay, Mia Goth. I did get the last name correct. I don't know. I said it and my brain went, that can't possibly be the right last name. Oh my gosh. Yes. If my cats would be more helpful while I'm watching horror, that'd be great. But they're not. They're useless. Okay. I finally caught up on the chat. It's a miracle. And Gambit, lunch is in an hour and a half. I think he's confused because half the time I'm doing these, lunchtime is during. You're not getting fed 2 hours earlier. You're a silly kitty. Okay, we should do another sprint because it's already 12:30. And I want to read through this again and make sure I don't know. I want to tweak it a little bit. So, cat, get out of the way. It's a nuisance. Okay, bye, Alex. Thanks for hanging out. Oh my gosh. And yes, Cynthia, eat lunch. Lunch is good. I should eat lunch. Oh, right. It refreshed it, so I have to. Okay. Okay, I just have to add it in here. Right? 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 Show. Ah, there we go. Okay, let's fix this. Okay. Yes. Writing time, lunchtime, whatever you need it to be. I'm going to tweak this a little bit and share it. And then I don't know what I need to weed after I am done with the live stream. So I don't really want to get started on anything too big, but we'll see. All right, good luck, everybody. See you in 30. I'm sleepy apparently. How did that go for everybody? I know Nina and Leia had to head out. We're probably not going to be going for too much longer anyway, though. I finished going through my drabble, got it cleaned up a little bit, and shared it. No, Cynthia finished hers too. I love it. And Mateo got dishes washed and some chores done. That's awesome. That is so important. Only recently I actually started writing, but doing the chores first. That matters. I'm tired. I don't have time to sleep though. No, I pulled up my main project to get started on some revisions, even though, like, I need to do other stuff. Um, no, after the stream, I need to go vote, and I need to weed. We have a nice window of a few days right now where there isn't rain, so I need to go weed my garden for the first time this season. And we're going to put in some edging around one of the garden beds that doesn't have any yet. So, you're in Pacific time, right, Mateo? In which case I'm 2 hours ahead. I'm in Central. So it is 1 p.m. here. But yeah, I need to vote. I need to do some gardening, and I'll probably listen to my book while doing that. And then, I mean, after that, it'll probably be time to like make dinner and stuff. I might take the time to work on this one scene before going to do all of that, though. It's thankfully not going to do. It's not going to be all that hot today. And yes, that's how it goes. Yeah, okay. I was pretty sure that you were in Pacific time. Look, that like weeding and that type of gardening stuff is so tedious and is so difficult to get myself to actually do it. The same with like exercise and stuff. Being able to listen to audiobooks while doing that stuff is the only way I can get myself to do it. It's so lovely. And I will probably be finishing that book tonight. I only have a few hours left in the audiobook. But yeah, and I'm very excited to finish it. So okay, yeah, 4 hours left in the audiobook. That's not that much. I I'm really enjoying it, and if that is what it takes to get me to actually work in my garden, yeah, I can't complain about that at all. Whew. Why am I so tired though? Okay. But yeah, so I wrote one sentence on my main project during that sprint. That is one sentence I did not have earlier, so I guess I can't complain too much. Okay. I think I'm gonna end it here. Thank you for hanging out with me, guys. You're always so much fun. And thank you for listening to me ramble about horror stuff and rambling with me, really. Sorry I'm so frazzled today, but also that's most days, so you're probably used to it by now. Mateo wrote 7 words. Yeah, my one sentence was, I think it said 19 words. Not too shabby. Oh my gosh. Yes, I have Bunny on my list. I need to read it. Yes, do it. And no. Cynthia is absolutely right. 7 words is 7 more words than you had before. Is all progress. And you can keep going. Okay. Thanks for hanging out, guys. I will see you guys. Well, my next stream is next Tuesday, but I will see you guys before then. Okay.